Good evening, students. Here I am trying to explain you IC analysis. However, we have discussed in the class, but I am repeating. And today, purpose is very short video. I am going to make it so that you will come to know what can be written for IC analysis. First of all, we all know that IC analysis is immediate constituents, right? However, I have made one separate video on IC analysis, but then I'm telling you that that's a immediate constituents. Immediate constituents means, first of all, we should know that what is immediate constituents. So that is we are I will tell you that immediate constituents means uh, at last we have to reach that what is the role of the word in the sentence and what's the relation of the words in a sentence. So that is called IC analysis. So that is actually a grammatical analysis technique that breaks down sentences into layers of constituents, right? So then we break down the sentence into layers, and until each constituent is a word or meaningful part of a word. So that should be shown by IC analysis. So in other words, we can say that IC analysis is a tool for syntactic analysis that helps identify immediate constraints of a sentence. Means at last when sentence are settled, then we should know that in this particular sentence what's the role of that particular word or morpheme. So Leonard Bloomfield introduced actually this analysis in 1933, and then he said that through this tree diagram he tries to understand that's at last when sentence settle, sentence in different layers, sentence is broken out, and then finally when all the words one meaningful words are left, then we have to tell that what is the word, which part of speech, which is the what's the role of this word in that particular sentence. For example, I gave you example of cross, the word cross. So if I say that I never talk when I cross the road, I never talk on the phone. So that when I cross the road, so that cross is verb form. But if I say I wear cross because I am a Christian, so that article is noun form. If I say that I cross my finger when I during the discussion, so that my proposal should be approved, so that I crossed my finger, so that crossed is adjective form. So this is the example that one word may have different kind of roles. So here what is the word, how word is used as a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, we have to tell, and then what is the relation between the words. That is the ultimate purpose of IC analysis, which is shown in IC analysis. Number 2 is that contradiction is that a phrase is a group of words, but here when we analyze the sentence, sometimes a single word is used as a phrase. Please take care, I'm repeating. Phrase is a group of words, and a tree diagram is thoroughly based on phrase structure rules, but then sometime a single word is used as a phrase. That is contradiction. Number 2, as I told you, that definition of phrase is that group of words which does not have subject and verb, but then there are 5 types of phrases: noun phrase, then verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, and preposition phrase. So how verb phrase is there? Because there is no verb, but verb phrase is there, so we have to accept it, right? Now there are actually some technical justification they have given, but here you just have to know that these are the 5 kinds of phrases are there. How phrases are, what is the definition of noun phrase, how one phrase is different from another. Just listen carefully, that in every phrase means group of words, and when in a group of words When there is noun, means that group of words is known as noun phrase. When in a group of words verb is found, it will be known as verb phrase. When adjective is found, that will be known as adjectival phrase. And adverb is found, adverbial phrase. And preposition is found, that will be prepositional phrase. But there are number of ways to analyze, to make the separate branches. Here I have collected some simple example, so you don't indulge in other complicated examples, because one of the students asked me what's the meaning of CP in tree diagram, what's the meaning of TP in diagram. So that is actually higher level, but then for your query, let me start with this CP and TP. CP is complementary phrase and TP is tense phrase, but that is actually higher level. Complementary phrase and modifiers, that is the vocabulary, that is the terms you should be familiar with. That's why I have explained you complementary phrase is that is something which enhances the uh, enhances the meaning of the sentence, which the words which are used to enhance the meaning of the sentences are called complementary phrases, right? So that is different story. Right now I'm not going to explain much, but yes, I am going to make one video. If you want to see, you can see in my video. Now here simple example is yeah, one more thing is that for IC analysis, we have to first step, I'm telling step by step, I'm telling you. That video I have already made. If you want to see, you can see in my news YouTube channel. But then here I'm telling you that if you really want to know want to do make tree diagram through IC analysis. So what's the IC analysis? This is immediate constituent analysis, and there are number of cuts or number of branches are there, as it is found in tree. Similarly, you have to take out, you have to make different branches, right? So just now imagine what is the sentence. So just imagine that sentence is just like a tree. Here first above this diagram I am making one tree, so that you will be able to understand that's a tree, right? And this is the branch, sometime 2 branches, 3 branches. So what is this? This is the sentence, this is the sentence, and these are the constituents means these are the words or morpheme, right? And this is noun phrase or sometime verb phrase, as sentence is framed, or this is verb phrase. So this is called tree diagram. You just imagine this way, right? Now let us take first example. That's a Tom pushed the car, right? So here sentence, and this is noun phrase and verb phrase, very basic. You just can give this example in your exam, right? Even in final exam. So I told you that one word is considered as phrase, so that is noun phrase. Tom is noun phrase. Then verb phrase. Verb phrase, first you have to drop the verb. And why? Because in verb phrase, noun phrase is also there. So that is verb. Verb will be dropped. So what is remaining here? Noun phrase, the car. So noun phrase, the car, is divided into determiner the and car. So it's a very simple example. I think you must have got it, because in the class these kind of examples have discussed and you are familiar with. Now another example, that is the boy and the girl. Interesting example. The boy and the girl at their tea. How tea can be eaten, I don't know, but sentence is framed this way. Anyway, now so this is definitely your first thing is that sentence is divided into subject and predicate. Subject is what? Subject is the that's a noun or noun phrase. Noun means single word, noun phrase is a group of words. But I am telling you that Phrase means group of words, but sometimes single word is shown as a phrase. So here noun phrase. Why? The boy and the girl. There is no subject is there, but then there is no verb, right? So that is noun phrase. The boy and the girl, right? So noun phrase is what? Noun phrase is the boy, the is article and boy is noun. Then and is this way, and is conjunction, right? And the girl again noun phrase. So there are two noun phrase. One is the boy and the girl, right? Okay. Now then verb phrase. Verb phrase is at. So then first of all you have to drop the verb, and then a noun phrase is there, t, and then there is determiner and then t, right? So simple, I think not require, we don't have to discuss much. That's a very simple example. Another one, that is the boy and the girl, that's the same here. Okay, now next is that the cat sat on the mat. So here the cat, that is the noun phrase. Okay, set on the mat. So set is what? Set is main verb. Set is main verb, right? So here you can directly, that's another branch, set. Why it is not verb phrase? Because set and then sentence is started, not there are no other words are used for the verb, but verb directly here on is started, and that's why this is prepositional phrase, right? Because sentence start with on. So that is on is preposition, and then under preposition noun phrase is there, that is noun, and that is the and then the mat, right? So I think it's clear. Okay, now next, that is pick up the small red pencil. So I told you sometime verb phrase come in the beginning, because pick up. So pick, you know that pick is the verb. Then up. Up is particle, which is actually, which is in this case pick up is, that is up is not preposition here, that is just particle. Say for example, that's a suppose neutron, electron, if you have studied science, so that's a small particles, that's a H2O. So two particles of hydrogen and one particle of oxygen makes water, that is H2O. Similarly, this is the part which is attached in this verb phrase. So that is pick up. Pick up makes complete sense. So that is the phrasal verb. So up cannot be defined as preposition. So that is just particle. So this way you have to divide. Verb you have to drop, and then particle is up. Now noun phrase is very clear. That is the small red pencil. Here small you can write adverb, because this adverb is qualifying red, and this red is qualifying pencil. So that small can be written as adverb, right? Now next is that the young child creates new knowledge. The young child, subject, predicate. Accordingly, this way they have analyzed this sentence in this way. That is, first of all, that is, sorry, this mistake again and again I am doing. Okay, so that is hmm. So that's a sentence, and sentence is divided into subject and predicate. That's a subject and predicate. Now subject is divided into noun phrase. So noun phrase, it's a, that is noun phrase the, and then article the, and then another noun phrase. So this way also we can do. That's a noun phrase. Directly you can write here noun phrase, and here you can write directly verb phrase. This way can also be done. So then in noun phrase the is dropped, and then that is noun phrase and then noun phrase. Why? So that is actually not noun phrase. Here you can, another branch is adjectival phrase. Adjective phrase, right? Adjective phrase. So adjective young and child is noun. I'm repeating. This is they have done, but this sentence could have been done this way also. That sentence, then noun phrase, and then verb phrase. Then noun phrase, that's a the is article the, and then noun phrase, right? So sorry, then this way I'm telling you that that's a sentence, that's a noun phrase and verb phrase, right? Then noun phrase is divided into article the article, and then adjective phrase. Why? Because young child. So that's a young is adjective and child is noun. That's a child. So that will be the first part, right? It is done. Now verb phrase directly, no need to write predicate. Verb phrase. In verb phrase, verb is creates, and then that is not adverbial phrase, that is adjective phrase, because new knowledge. So knowledge is noun, so that is not noun. So that is why I have added this example, that this is the way. But then what I taught you, I am going to make another diagram of this sentence, but then I am repeating and I am making here, and I think you will be able to understand. So about this I am going to make, that's a sentence, then noun phrase, and then verb phrase, right? Then noun phrase is the, that's a article, determiner, the determiner, wait a minute, sentence, then noun phrase, and then verb phrase. Then that's a determiner, the, right? And verb phrase. So that is not noun phrase. Then adjectival phrase. Adjectival phrase. So what's the adjectival phrase? That's a young. That's a adjective is young. Okay. And then child. So that's a noun, child. So that noun phrase is done. Now I have to clean because space is not there. Now I'm explaining verb phrase. So that noun phrase I have already explained you. That's a noun phrase is done. Now come to the verb phrase. Verb phrase is that creates new. So that is what's a creates new knowledge. So that is sentence. Noun phrase I explained you. Now come to the verb phrase, new knowledge. So creates new knowledge. Verb phrase, first drop the verb. That's a verb that creates, right? So that is, let me make it clean, right? That's a noun phrase. I have already explained noun phrase. Now come to verb phrase. Verb phrase here, verb is creates, right? Then new knowledge. So new knowledge is, that is adjective phrase. Here adverbial phrase is written, but actually that is adjective phrase. So adjective is new, and knowledge is noun. Knowledge is noun. This way this sentence should be analyzed. Anyway, now next sentence. Next is, that's a the destruction of the city was inevitable, right? So the destruction, first of all, imagine, close your eyes and imagine the destruction of the city. So actually the destruction is noun phrase. You just set your mind, noun phrase. Now of the city starts with of, so that is preposition phrase. So that is prepositional phrase, right? Then was inevitable. So was, right? Inevitable. So inevitable is complement and is adjective. How? I am giving another example. Ram is a good boy. So that is after is, that's a good boy. Good is quality, adjective. He was adamant. So that is again was and then complement, or this complement is also known as adjective. She was fussy. That is also complement but adjective. Negative adjective or positive adjective, right? I was hopeful, right? So that is also adjective. They are pessimistic. Have you noticed that is mr means when be form is followed by complement, that complement is always adjective. However, I don't know whether it's overdose, you get confused, or you have more clarity, but I'm telling you because here it's necessary to tell you. So this way, or you will be able to understand when sentence is was inevitable. So inevitable is an adjective and was is helping verb. So when he was, she was, they have, they are, not have, they are. Be form means is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. These are called be form. So when sentence is, am, are, was, were, so next word is when sentence is made up with the is, am, are, was, were helping verb, then next word is called complement, or that is also called adjective, right? So let us see what the sentence is. That's the description of the city. So here sentence, right? Then the description, again subject and noun phrase. So that is not required, right? Subject, that subject is noun phrase. Noun phrase is that's a the no sorry, the description. So the is article and description, solve. Okay, now of the city, that's a prepositional phrase. Okay, preposition drop, when drop the preposition of, then what is remaining? Noun phrase, that is the and noun. I think it's very clear to you now. uh, Now sentence I have to, so verb, uh, verb phrase, that is fine, verb phrase, and then that is inevitable, right? So was, and that is complement. In that verb phrase, verb is there and complement is there, right? So verb is followed by a complement, and that complement is always adjective. Simple sentence. I think I have explained what I could have, right? Now, an old man with a car chased the boy. Simple. An old man, that's the noun phrase. An old man, right? So that is an old man, that's a noun phrase. With a car, prepositional phrase, right? Chase the boy, verb phrase. Now see how. An old man, that is, I am not going to explain many a time. This is a noun phrase and this is the predicate phrase. Why predicate phrase? This is not verb phrase, right? With a car, right? Sentence might be like this: an old man chased the boy. So that will be, if it is an old man chased the boy, then it will be verb phrase. But here it is with a car, that's why it is predicate. It is predicate phrase, right? So then an old man. Okay, now predicate phrase. So then with a car, an old man, that is noun phrase. But noun phrase, remove the noun phrase, but there is another phrase which is attached with noun phrase, that is prepositional phrase. So that is preposition, drop the another, again one more phrase is attached, that is noun phrase. So how many phrase attached with another phrase, you have to check it, right? Now then chase the boy. So that is chase the boy is as the here it could have done like this, that's a chase the boy, right? So it is verb phrase. uh, this predicate phrase could have been written like this, verb phrase, and drop the verb, that is what, that is chase, right? Chase, that's a, and then the boy, that is again noun phrase, and noun phrase is article the and boy. This way also we can do. But yes, here they have VG. What VG here? Let me explain you. That is verbal group. Why? Because here they are telling the tense also. Chase is, that's a chase, just the past tense. That's why they have shown this way. That is also we can do, but that what I explain you, that is also the way you can. Here verbal group they have shown separately. That is called node. Every part where branches are cut or being shown, these all are called node. Node. NOD. I'm repeating, wait a minute. Node. That is called node, right? Anyway, fine. So that is there. Now last sentence of this slideshow is that this tree illustrates IC analysis according to the constituents relation. Okay, relationship hoga, that might be relationship. Okay, so now this tree, so this tree, definitely that is noun phrase. Then from illustrates, start with illustrates, so that is verbal phrase. Illustrate IC analysis, so then verb, and this is IC analysis. Then according to, there are two prepositions, according, drop according, then to, drop to. But in second prepositional phrase, noun phrase is attached, and that noun phrase is the determiner, constituents, and relationship. Simple. So I think now it is more clear to you how to analyze the sentence, and what I could have done, I did it. But your queries are always most welcome, so you can ask me any question. Thank you so much. God bless you.